Chattin' with Chelsea. She's daytime's new bestie. Here's your host, Chelsea Edwards.
Come back to me. I've got the feeling.
Hey, besties. Welcome to another episode of Chattin' with Chelsea. I'm your daytime bestie, Chelsea Edwards. All right, we have got a special bestie in the building today. She went from almost divorced to being known as the world's most satisfied wife. All the way from Detroit, Mrs. Toy Banks is in the building. Yes, I cannot wait to have this chat. She's a marriage therapist here to answer all of our relationship questions. And we also have a panel of lovely ladies ready with those questions. Now, you'll want to listen to this one because Mrs. Toy Banks, she's been married more than 30 years, so she knows what she's talking about, all right? Speaking of being satisfied, this comedian knows what she wants when it comes to her husband.
Ah, yes. This bell shall bring you hell.
What do you want?
Frederick, lower your tone when you're speaking to me.
I will do no such.
Frederick, hush your lips. Do you notice anything, Frederick?
Yeah.
What do you notice, Frederick?
Why are you doing that?
Frederick, this phony pony. Something happens when I put upon this phony pony and this fur upon my body, Frederick. It signifies my richness, Frederick.
I have more important things to be worried about.
Frederick, there's nothing more important than serving me while I'm serving you this phony pony, Frederick. So get off your ass, man. Get downstairs, tippy-toe your way into the kitchen, and use your Frederick skills to make me a mimosa.
I will do no such.
Immediately, Frederick. And enough lip from you before I decide to whip your ass in this phony pony, Frederick.
What?
Quickly now. Tippy-toe, tippy-toe.
Today's my day off.
That's Tanisha, so dramatic. Welcome to the show, Miss Toy Banks. Appreciate you coming in.
Oh, well, I'm so excited to be here. I just love you. You have so much energy. I just love it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I feel like is that the energy that we need to be happy in our marriage?
I think that might be a little bit too
a little
much.
bit much. Okay.
I don't think the husbands are going to like that.
Right. She is demanding that one. Okay. So let's talk about how you became known as the world's most satisfied wife, because that is quite the title. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to when you felt like you were going to be almost divorced.
Yeah, I had a dream that I would one day get married. I mean, I used to picture me serving my husband, rubbing his back, just, even packing him a brown lunch, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I saw myself as this wife, right? And so years later, I get married, right? I'm excited, everybody dancing at the wedding, whatever.
Good time, okay.
And then you get married.
Yes.
Yeah. So no one ever taught me that there were going to be some communication issues, right? There was going to be some in-law issues. There was going to be some financial issues. There was going to be me and you are not getting along issues, because I was never taught how to deal with those issues. And I've never seen the example, because my parents were never married, and I've never seen a successful marriage in my family.
Really?
And so here I am in this marriage. We had 4 kids in 5 years. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Like
Whoa.
just popping them out.
How are you still walking?
Right. This guy's not shooting any blanks, okay? I'm like, what's going on with you, sir? I mean, chill out, right?
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then you're still at the same time trying to figure out how to be this wife this man needs you to be, and trying to figure out how to get him to be the husband I need him to be. And so
How long had y'all been married when you started having kids?
We were actually married for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then they came back to back to
And
back.
then in 5 years, we had 4 young men. They're 25, 24, 23, and 20 now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
I'm shocked that I'm saying that. Like,
Yes,
where
that's
these
right.
humans come from?
It's hard
okay?
to say. Yeah.
But
Oh, I love
nonetheless,
that.
they came out. And and so we started I was working a job that I hated. My marriage was not going through, wasn't doing well. We weren't communicating. We were sometimes, have you ever been passing each other in the house?
Yes.
Trying to get this man to fix himself. And I'm seeing everybody divorced, seeing a mess, and I just finally just cried out to God and I said, Lord, fix him, you know. And then he was like, well, he's not the problem. And I'm like, well, who is it? Is it his mother?
I mean, it can't be
It can't
me.
be me, right? Okay, you feeling me, right, Chelsea? You feeling me? It can't be me. And he was like, well, first I'm gonna fix you. And through you, he's gonna be drawn to me.
Wow.
I didn't understand that because there were 3 things that he began to teach me. And the first one was forgiveness. I didn't realize how much unforgiveness I had built over the years. You don't realize because you're not dealing with the issues. If you're not dealing with the issues, the unforgiveness keep stacking.
Piling up.
And that's why you don't want to touch one another. You don't want to look at each other. You're passing each other by. So I was led to forgive.
Yeah.
Right? Then I was led to love the way he needed to be loved. And that was hard because I didn't even love myself. I didn't even realize I was dealing with low self-esteem and low self-confidence.
So did you have to work on yourself
I
first
had to do
get
a
there?
lot of internal work.
How did you do that?
Well, first of all, I'm a woman of God. I stand strong on that, and I feel that there's no way to really discover who you are unless you discover Him, because it is in God that I just found myself. And I found out, Chelsea, how amazing I am, girl.
Oh, there you go. See, that's
I found out I was really cute.
Yes.
I found out I was talented. I found out I was gifted, right?
Yes, and indeed you are.
You come on now. But then I also found out that I have the ability to be a great wife. Because the next thing he taught me was the big S that no woman wants to know about.
Submitting. I already knew because nobody.
There's no applause for that,
Yeah.
okay? Everybody like get that submission thing. And the problem with submission for me is that my father was a player from the Himalayas.
Oh, okay.
So he taught his girls how to manipulate and use men to get what we wanted. Because of course, he would not have his girls being treated the way he was treating women.
Yeah.
And so he taught us how to manipulate, get what we want.
Get him to submit to you.
Exactly. And so now God is telling me, submit to your husband. I'm like, where they do that at?
You sure you talking to the right one?
That was I didn't realize how difficult that was for me. And I realized that it's a difficult thing for many of us because that word submission has been abused by the world. Because even right now in third world countries, women are being looked at as second-class citizens, even today, in our world today, due to this word called submission. But that's the world's way of jacking up something beautiful that God created. Submission, when you understand its core and what it does, it is the golden key to a man's heart. When I studied submission and started applying, I became submission. And that's when I saw my husband transform before me. I thought it wasn't the truth.
Okay.
Child, I thought it was a whole lie. I called my girlfriends, I called my sister, I said, this man doing everything for me. Like he is doing, at first this man had become the man of my nightmares and now he become the man of my dreams, right?
Ooh.
All over again.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. I called my sister, I said, listen, I think he faking. I think he just wants something.
He plotting something.
He must want something. He's doing everything that I've been asking, right? A month goes by, he's still at it. 3 months go by, 6 months go by. A year goes by, he's still at it. And I said, oh my goodness, I got to teach this.
Wow. Okay. So now you do help couples where they're married or engaged.
That's right.
Okay.
And I help to prepare future wives for the Life is Wife, because when I started the Satisfied Wife Club, it was exclusively for wives. But then a year later, the Lord impressed upon my heart to open it up for single women, because single women were in the same position that I was in, coming into a marriage without the tools. Can you imagine going to fix a car and you don't have the tools? Could you imagine going to bake a cake and not having the ingredients? Well, that's what's happening in our world today. Everybody, I love him, I love her. Well, do you have the tools to keep this marriage strong? Because it's not if you're going to have problems, it's when and how often.
Ooh, okay. Well, let's get our toolboxes ready, okay? We got some ladies who have brought some questions. There's a mix. We got single, we got married, we got engaged. So they want to chat with you too, okay? I know you got some great advice coming, and you guys do not want to miss this. So keep it right here. We'll be right back.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, besties.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chattin' with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher.
He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Come back to me.
She went from wanting to divorce about 20 to 30 times to being known as the world's most satisfied wife, Mrs. Toy Banks, back with us again.
Thank you.
And we've got a group of ladies. Now, you coach couples, wannabe wives, soon-to-be wives, just about everybody's satisfaction. So we brought a diverse group with us here today. We've got Asha Gilbert, who is single.
Yes.
We've got Kia Kennard, who is married.
Hey.
Elsa Matthews, married as well, from our
Hi.
friends at Comfort Foodies, brought these lovely empanadas. We've got Barry Dynamic, who's engaged, and we've got Dr. Danae LeMay, who's been married 35 years.
Coming up on 35 years.
Wow, congrats! Okay, so I know all of you ladies have different questions for Mrs. Banks. I want to start with you, Asha, because you were single, but you can also benefit from this advice here.
Yes, absolutely. My question is, I didn't really get to see someone be a wife growing up. I saw my mom be a single mother for most of my life, and by the time I was 18, that's when she got married and unfortunately passed from breast cancer 4 years later. And in my dad's relationship, when he was younger, there was like a lot of infidelity, and my stepmom chose to stay. Which is completely her choice, and she's happy now. They've been married for over 35 years. But at times that makes me afraid to even say out loud that I want to be a wife, because I have, like, my mom's, you know, time as a wife was cut short, unfortunately. And then seeing on the other side my dad's wife be cheated on, it has kind of warped my view on what, like, marriage is and can it happen. And at times, because I've had to be very dominant, not being, I can't tell you the last time I was submissive. I really don't know. I don't know if I've ever been. I've had to be strong and make it through certain situations, and I do want to get married. It feels scary saying that, but I do. And so what advice would you have for me as a young woman who's single, who does want to be married, but there's some fear there
and needs to prepare?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom.
Thank you.
And I want to congratulate you, because you're actually able to say, I'm afraid, I'm scared, and I need help. So that's the first step. Most people are not willing to admit that. So that's the first step, okay? But you're the reason why I created the Satisfied Wife Club, because just like you, I had no examples. I didn't know, I just wanted to be married, but I didn't know how to be married, right? And once I discovered these principles and tools and strategies, I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have known this before, because I wouldn't have went through the years of heartache in my marriage if I would have known, because I could have, honestly, tore my marriage up without my husband's help, all because of my ignorance. And so you don't have to be afraid. The only thing that you need to be afraid of is not admitting that you don't know. And so you've already admitted that I don't know. So now it's time to learn, because if I don't know how to bake a cake, I'm going to go to someone that bakes, right? If I don't know how to raise a child, I am going to get books on how to raise a child. This is why the Satisfied Wife Club was created, to equip women like you who, like me and you are the same, we did not have that example. We did not know what to do. So when you join the club, you're going to discover it's so much. It's like, I can't even tell you right now everything you need to know. But first of all, I want to say congratulations that you actually have admitted to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because there are people going into marriage not knowing without knowledge. There's a scripture in the Bible that says we perish for the lack of knowledge. Not because the knowledge wasn't there, but because we rejected it. And so what I would say to a woman like you is gain all the information that you can to learn about how to be a wife. Listen, we're living in an era where we're in the Google world, right? We're in the Chat GPT world. You can Google anything, how to be a wife, how to submit, how to serve, how to communicate. The information is out there. We're just not interested. Many people are not interested in going to figure that out. Now, we'll go learn about a business, right? We'll go learn about all this other stuff. But when it comes to the very core of who we are, our marriages, our families are the core of who we are. All of us represents families here. So if you want to learn, the first thing is you have to seek that knowledge. And that will be the thing I would say to you is join the Satisfied Wife Club, because I am going to equip you so that you will not have to fear, because fear will keep you crippled. And fear will also cause you to make bad decisions. And I don't want that for you. So before you even start dating, I would say to a person like you, don't even date right now. Your whole focus is to develop you, to build you, so that you can get the guy that God has for you, that he will get the best version of you, because now you are educated. Now you have wisdom. Now you understand what it takes to be a wife and to manage one of these humans, because I'm telling you, marriage ain't no joke, so don't marry one.
Ooh, now wouldn't it be beautiful if everybody did the work before they started dating? I love that advice. All right, ladies, we're going to continue the conversation right after this.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher.
He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. We're here with Mrs. Toy Banks and these lovely ladies having this great conversation. Elsa, you've been married for how long now?
So we've been married 2 years.
2 years.
We've been together 7, married 8 years, yes.
Okay, so as a wife, what's your question?
So previously in the previous segment, you did speak about being submissive. I do believe in submission, submitting to your husband. But me owning a restaurant, being a boss, I am a boss most of the day, 12, 13 hours a day. And so I come home and, of course I have to submit to my husband, who's my biggest supporter, and he does also work, long hours. So my question is, how do you balance that?
Or switch into that mode.
Yeah, how do you switch into the mode? How do you switch out of boss mode and switch into the submissive mode? Because he is a provider. He is, he is everything that a husband is. He's a protector, he's a provider. He's always worried about me. The first thing he asks me when I come home is, how are you doing? How are you? Are you okay? So I want to make sure that I'm being the wife that I'm supposed to be, at the same time.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And I think that women are, especially in entrepreneurship, if you're writing the corporate letter, we have a high divorce rate of 43 to 48% of entrepreneurship. Within 3 years, a woman becomes, if she climbs the ladder of corporate America, or if she's an entrepreneur, becomes an entrepreneur, which within 3 years on average, they get a divorce. Wow. Right? Wow. Because they don't understand a couple of things I'm going to share with you. One, I would get rid of the word boss. I know a lot of women don't want me to say that. I would get rid of it. You are a server. Well, what you are doing is you're serving your customers.
Yeah,
right?
I am actually.
And there's a terminology in the world of business. Our customers are always right. Now, we all know that that's not true, right? Right? Because they're absolutely wrong sometimes. But that's not the point. The point is we want our customer to come back, right? We want to serve that customer. But what if you took that same idea into your marriage? That my husband is always right.
Yeah.
Now, I know that's a
hard to put out of the swallow.
That's a tough
that was a long
don't want to hear
pause.
that.
That was a pause.
My husband, look at her eyes like, I wish I would. But we would do that for the customer, but we won't do that for them.
That's true.
Now, when we know the truth of the matter is that he is not always right. As a matter of fact, sometimes he's dead wrong. But the truth of the matter is we want him to come back.
Yes.
Just like you want your customer to come back, we want our husbands to come home. And so what we do is we become solution driven. So when you have a problem, your customer has a problem with anything at your restaurant, you're going to find a solution. If you just become the solution, right? So when at home, we're offering customer service, even when our husbands are wrong. If I am solution driven, I'm not going to focus on the bad, I'm going to focus on the good. Because what? I want my husband to come home. Right? The other thing is this. I'm a mom of 4 young men, and no one has to tell me to be mom. No one has to tell me, hey, you're with your son now, I need you to be mom. Oh, you're with your husband now, you need to be wife. Oh, you're at work, you need to be employee or boss. No one has to tell us that. But why do we feel that we have to take the hat off? No. We don't have to we're shifting hats. We're mom, we're wife, we're business owners, we're workers. We have all of these hats, but understand that when I'm facing my husband, I'm only his wife. I'm not his boss. And I am here to serve him and make his life better. So see yourself not as a boss, see yourself as a server. And if you change the attitude, even with your customers, I'm not even with your employees. If I change that, I'm here because when you're in leadership, it's called servant leadership. And when we have leaders that serve, they have a better outcome. So when you're a wife that serves, it's a better outcome. So see yourself not as
I like that
the
terminology.
boss,
Yes.
but as one that serves.
Ooh,
yeah,
that was great.
That
That was a mind shift for you. Yeah, we got
Listen, I had to learn that.
Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneurship. I'm an entrepreneur. My husband's an entrepreneur. And I got to shift, right? I am that man. My only responsibility is to be his wife. That I don't have to be anything else but his wife. But we're trying to be everything else. I don't have to do anything but be his wife. And that's to serve him, to love him, to support him, right? To be there for him. And when there is a problem, I'm solution driven.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
And
Man,
that's
you
what
are
that's the way
providing
I
a
think
solution
when I go home. That's exactly how I want to think and how I think when I come home, especially. Or even if I'm at the restaurant and he calls me, or I drop what I'm doing and I pick up that call, because I want to be there always for him, you know. But it's sometimes, of course, you know, as human beings, I struggle.
Yeah.
You know, we all struggle with that, like you said, that shift.
Okay. Well, I feel like that can definitely help you make that switch. Yeah,
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in, because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Thank you for watching. There's so much more of this conversation, so you will have to come back tomorrow. In the meantime, keep up with us on social at Chelsea Show Fox, and we'll see you on the next Chattin' with Chelsea. Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in, because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
is Usher.
He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
I am paging Dr. Shanta.
I am the
Dr. Shanta.
And I'm a licensed clinical psychologist.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Paging Dr. Shanta podcast, all things related to the Black culture.
Put the doctor in front of your name.
What's up, family? It is Dr. Shonda. Tune in for another episode of Paging Dr. Shonda. All you have to do is keep watching. But listen, if you're just watching from the outside, just peeking through the window, I need you to commit. Come all the way in the house, and I need you to subscribe, like, and shoot me a comment in the comment section. I love responding to all of your comments. I love listening and reading how much you guys enjoy the topics that I'm talking about. So yeah, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and join the tribe.
Stop scrolling for 1 second. This month, we are bringing back the psychology of Black